Hey Zan, this is my second time recording this, so hopefully I can hit all the same points again. Last time I swear I pressed record, but it just didn't record properly, so I don't know what happened. Anyway, belief. What is belief? Google says that belief is an acceptance that something exists or is true, especially one without proof, or the trust, faith, confidence in someone or something. I generally agree with this definition. However, I think that it simplifies it a little bit too much. I think there are two different types of belief which can overlap, making maybe a third type of belief. So the first type of belief is belief that you are aware about, things that you know about, but generally, subconsciously, you don't really believe it. So something like lottery, right? The chances of you winning the lottery are so small. It's like 1 in a million, and yet people still play the lottery. It's like the chances are so small that it's not even worth playing. It's literally negative expected value if you play. Yet people still have the subconscious belief of like, oh yeah, but what if it's me though? But what if I win though? You know, but like you know and are aware of the truth of the situation, and yet it contradicts your internal belief of like, oh yeah, but I could win though. The second type of belief, I think, is a subconscious belief, which are the most dangerous types of belief because it's something that you don't know about, but it dictates your actions that you have. So for me, it was, okay, subconscious beliefs can also affect how you act, how you perceive yourself, how you perceive the world around you. And they're dangerous because some of the times you aren't even aware that you believe in this until it affects you and you really analyze it. So for me, this was in the first year of university. Every time I'd look in the mirror, I'd be like, bro, who's this ugly guy, bro? Like, there's no way someone could look like that. That was probably like a symptom of having like bad mental health, but that's what I would think when I looked in the mirror. I'd be like, who is this guy? How is this even allowed to be a person? Probably like a 2 out of 10. And because of that, I was just had such a low confidence. I didn't want to go out and do anything. I just wanted to kind of wanted to avoid people, interacting with people, because I thought I was constantly being judged. Since then, that belief has been broken, but that's not really one of the ones that I wanted to answer with. The third type of belief, which is in the cross-section, is a belief which is both like embedded subconsciously and that you are aware about. So for me, this would have been being smart, because I think that I know that I'm smart, and I feel like my internally, like subconscious mind, like I believe that. I feel like I'm capable and I can solve problems. I think that is like a core belief about myself, which would be quite difficult for me to subconsciously break. And different people have different types of beliefs with this, and these ones are kind of hard to define because it's hard to find out the subconscious beliefs. However, you can influence them if you force your brain to think about them hard enough. Now about your question. You asked me if there were any beliefs of mine that I had which I truly believed in, and yet once I developed a little bit more, or I did some research, or something hit me, I had an epiphany, or whatever, right, that my belief were completely broken. So the hard thing about beliefs are that once one belief breaks, another one takes its place. It kind of like it updates itself. And when it updates itself, you see, I'm pretty sure like on a weekly basis, people make new beliefs. People constantly making new beliefs, updating as it goes. So a lot of beliefs aren't really notable for you to remember. But there are some, what I think you're asking about is like something key that happened that completely shattered or broke the mindset that I was having. The first one that comes to mind is the ones that are subconscious. It was a subconscious belief, which I didn't realize I believed until later on, until it was like someone told me about it. And you might be aware of this one. It's the idea that, okay, in Hollywood movies, Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, like all of these people, all of these superheroes which are portrayed, very famous Hollywood movies, they start as losers. And they don't do anything to deserve their power, they just get their power like that, and then all of a sudden now all of their dreams are achievable. All of their dreams can come true. All they have to do is learn how to wield this power. Okay. And a lot of people live like this. They wait for that key event to happen, but life isn't a movie. those key events will never happen. You will keep wearing down your time and waiting, wasting time, waiting for this event to happen. And 1 out of 1,000,000 times this event will happen, like winning the lottery. It's such a it never happens. And yet people will just be waiting for it. And it's very subconscious, because I never really thought about like, I'm just going to not do anything and just wait. But that's what I was doing. I always had dreams of like, okay, once I'm rich, I can do this. Once I'm older and I have more experience, I can do this. But how can I get to the point of having more money or having more experience if I haven't built up the experience, or if I haven't done anything to earn the money, or I haven't had the social interactions to be charismatic? How can I choose to be charismatic? How can I choose to be strong if I haven't gone to the gym? There's nothing that can flip a switch like that. And Hollywood has drilled that into people. And that's a belief that I personally had, which, as a kid, I would always think like, in the future, when I'm older and when I'm richer and when I'm wiser and smarter and cooler, I can do this. But you have to build up to that yourself. You can't just have it handed to you. I feel like so many people haven't woken up to that. And I'm sorry if I've been ranting, but this is like one of the main ones for me. This is the first thing I thought of when you asked this question. The idea that nothing is going to save you, you have to do it yourself. And that might seem a little bit dreary and drab, like, no one's going to save you, so doomer, oh no. But the reality is, you can save yourself. You don't need anyone to save you. You can build it from nothing. You can build it with your own hands. You can craft it and plan it with your own mind. You don't need saving. You can do it. That is, to me, so much more empowering than, I wish I got bit by a spider that turned me into a guy that could swing from buildings and punch people and have super strength, and suddenly I don't need contacts or glasses anymore. Yeah, that would be awesome. But that's not the reality. I can continue living in that daydream and like rotting away, like just lying in bed all day scrolling, consuming YouTube. Isn't that freeing? You can do anything. And another, I guess it sounded so cringe and so shit when I remember like adults or not even adults, like TV shows and stuff would say like, if you try your hardest, you can do it. If you really believe in it and you work as hard as you can do it. And that was so cringe, but it's true. You really can, and that is liberating. And once you, like, I believe in that now. Before, you just hear it and it'd be like, okay, yeah, I get it, whatever, I can do anything if I believe in it. But I think it's true, and I'm trying to make it a reality. I'm sorry that I couldn't think of really more examples of beliefs that were broken for me. I think that was like the key one, and I think this video would be way too long if I even thought of another one. But I can probably try and think of another one that I had by the next video. If you come up with another question, I'll answer both. And also, what I'm going to say is, I'm going to be trying to put more effort in these videos because I do enjoy making them, I do enjoy talking to you, and I want to put in effort for you, and also find if anyone else is watching, that's like a secondary. But like, imagine watching it back in 10 years time, we watch back, and it's like boring as hell to watch. That would be so bad. Like, imagine in 10 years time, we just have a like marathon where we're just chilling on the sofa and we just like watch all of the vlogs like for like 3 I don't know how long, but like we just go on a marathon and watch all the vlogs together, and it'd be like, oh dude, remember at that time, remember, oh my god, what was happening around that time when I told you that, oh this, you know what I mean? It's gonna be sick if they're like actually entertaining to watch. And to be honest, to attract other people, if you have time, make a thumbnail. If you don't, then it's whatever. I think it's more important if it's fun for us to watch than it is for anyone else. And if we have fun making them, I'm sure other people will have fun watching them. Pinch punch, first day of the month. I recorded the last part of the video last night, and I was going to edit it, and then I realized like, oh wait, no, you posted earlier today, so I don't need to post today, and that was good. So what I was going to say is, I'm going to try and post before 6 PM for me every time, because obviously I have to go to work, and then once I come back I'll be able to record it and then edit it hopefully and post it before 6, and that means that you'll be able to watch it before 10, because I assume you're not sleeping before 10, and I actually just can't post any earlier than that, so hopefully that's enough time for you. And obviously then if you can post it earlier as well, whenever you can, to be honest it doesn't matter too much because I'm always 4 hours behind. So even if you post it at like 10 p.m. I'll see it at like 6, so it's not really a big deal when you post it. But yeah, it's I've been doing past papers pretty much all morning. I need to edit a video. I've got a new idea for YouTube and that's pretty fun. And I'm sitting in the sun for, well, I'm going to try to just sit here for like 15-20 minutes. It's nice and warm, there's no wind, just getting that sunlight, getting the vitamins, you know. And then also I'm going to be playing rugby later today, even though after this I'm not going to probably play another rugby game, but they kind of needed it. It's the end of the season, it's the final game, and I was like, okay, you know what, I'll play one more. That's just how it is. But apart from that, yesterday, past the MOT, I think you heard, I was talking to Baba on the phone. It was fine, and also it's the first day of Ramadan. So it's gonna be cool. I think I already said in the last video, but it's not too much of a big deal for me because I would eat at 8 AM and I would eat again. I wouldn't eat during work, I would eat again at like 5:30, 6 PM anyway. So now I just gotta move my breakfast to like 5:30, which is, I would actually wake up at 5:30 to study, but I'll just wake up to eat and then I'll study, you know, it's not that much of a big deal. But usually I would eat as like a break from studying, so I guess I'll have to take another break later on to do something else, just chill. So I'm excited. And hopefully you don't lose any weight, because I know you've been working hard to bulk up, but try to get Mama and Baba off the fatty, oily foods so that they can lose some weight, you know. Or maybe get them to like think about how many calories they're eating. Look at this shadow, bro, that looks crazy. But look at this, I got a little bit of fat here. But watch this, watch this. Whoa, look at those lats, bro, look at those lats. Ooh, it's regular. If I just go like this, it's fine. If I go, you can see the size change. Hey. This side, this side, this side. Also, the song you had at the end kind of sounded like Dave. You should listen to Dave, he's pretty good. I've been listening to him a lot recently.